Hey everybody, I hope that you are doing well. Look on the screen, look on the screen. Woo! Don't say it, don't speak it. Please don't say it. Don't say it, don't say it. I'm gonna say it. Let me know what you think. Um, the question here is Is it possible that most women are not good people? Is that possible? My belief that most people are not good people, okay? Trust and believe, that's my belief. I will never, you cannot convince me otherwise. Are there some good people? Of course, like yours truly, but I don't kid myself. Most people, in my opinion, they're not good people. People are only good up to a certain point that they can use you, or you're not considered a threat, or you might, maybe get an advantage. People are selfish. I get it. That's the best way to be. My opinion, most people are not good people. But let's talk specifically about women. So we're having a conversation, and it was like, given the economic climate, what's happening in the country. Yeah. We all know about that. And that how, with jobs and businesses and opportunities, how women, especially in my group, are needing to stick together and help each other out. Well, easier said than done. Oh, yeah. Easier said than done. It's easy to say that, but let's look what happens when sometimes you do that. People in general, I'm just, again, most people are not good people. A lot of people, they'll come to other people's lives to see what they can take, and then if there's nothing more to take, then they're out of there. But let's talk about women. I remember seeing this video, and it was talking about, a lady, she was going through DV. Then she told her mother, she was going through a domestic violence situation. She was married to her husband, and they were having a problem. He was getting rather violent. She runs to her mother's place. And what do you think happened? How about the husband? He already knew where she was going to go, right? But here's the deal. How about the mother actually went ahead and confirmed that, oh, yeah, she's here, knowing the girl was running from DV. And I had a friend of mine I used to work with, the same thing. And it's like, why the hell would the mother talk? Why would she do that? And she would do that for one reason. The mom had gone through DV. You're not better than me, daughter. She wanted her daughter to go through that. She enjoyed that. Oh, yeah. Why would you? I mean, that's going to be the first go to. But why would you confirm it and then try to justify? Well, he's my, son-in-law, and you've got kids. We're talking about your daughter's safety, so why would you do that? Because let's be realistic. You want some action to go down with your daughter. You are jealous of your daughter. You want to see her go through it. Oh yeah, you went through it. So then that's your validation. You don't mind seeing a daughter hurt. Luckily, fast forward, she was able to divorce him and leave. But still, the question remains, why would a mother even do that? Why would you tell where she is? Oh, yeah, they're over here. Why would you do that? I said before, said again on this channel, what are we telling our daughters? If we already know don't know how to choose a man or choosing a person, that people can change up on you, trust and believe, and people can be who they want you to think that they are and change up. But if we know a man can barely afford a can of beans and some peas too, it's got to be one or the other at the $1.25 store. Why would you go ahead and have a lot of kids by that man and send up her struggling? You already know what's going to happen. Why? You have a front row seat. You have lived it. You have basically written the book. So why would you not tell your daughters, listen, I want you to have a better life. Do not do like I did. But instead, some of these mothers, they already know the pitfalls of life. Now, if you want the girls and they don't listen, oh well. But let's not pretend like, oh, they're all doing the best they can. No, some mothers just sit by, look at their daughters. They might be jealous of the daughter's beauty. They might be jealous of the daughter has a career. Or maybe the daughter is not exactly pregnant as quickly as you were. And so you don't want to tell her anything about life. If you can't give any good advice, then you sure as hell don't need to be a mom. I'll let you know right now. You don't qualify. You don't have any good advice. I don't know why you want to go ahead. And if you are a bitter person, if you are bitter and jealous and evil-hearted, the last thing we need for you to do is to reproduce. Because all you're going to go ahead and do is more than likely put a son here that you worship, and he can abuse women, and you're okay with that because deep down inside you hate women too. Or you're going to put a daughter here, and you're going to pretty much abuse her. Yeah, have her all damaged up in the head, taking out your anger, frustrations out on her. What are we teaching our daughters? Nothing. They can find out on their own. That's what's wrong. That's why a lot of women are checking for other women. You just can't this day and age, oh, she's a woman like me, and I'm no, you kind of maybe try to scope it out. It's like when things go, in friendships and in relationships, and you may have a person, everybody's got their season where they're winning, and you can be, as they say, flying high in April and shot down in May. And when a person is going through it, believe it or not, you have some friends who are standing back, oh, we got you, girl, we got you, girl. Guess what? Go ahead and leave. Let them think you're leaving and wait 5 minutes. They'll be snickering behind your back. Oh, yeah. Some of them will be happy to see, that you're going through. Oh, I knew it was going too well. Well, it's her time, and they'll be reveling in it. They'll be happy to see you. I'm trying to tell you, they'll be happy to see that you're going through a bad time. Another reason, again, that's why women are only checking for other women. You got to be careful. Too many women, I've seen this too. I have noticed, it blows my mind. I have noticed chicks. I have seen about 5 situations, 5 different people where one chick and 3 of them had a man, they were married. The other 2, they were like dating, but the men didn't give a darn about them. They ended up needing a place to lay their head. And the woman that had the heart of gold left them in her home. Ooh, all 5 times it went wrong. Not one situation went right. Each time it went wrong. It went hella wrong. It was a whole bunch of drama. It was involving the husband. Oh, try to come on to the husband. And then if it didn't work, 2 of them did. When it didn't work, then they started telling lies about the man. I remember telling one girl, so someone's gonna let you stay with her? Because I sure as hell won't let her stay with me. And she's just drama. Why did you? And she's telling me what happened. My question, why did you do that? Why did you put your phone up in her boyfriend's phone? Why did you even touch the man's phone? I thought it was my phone, but you went in their bedroom. Why did you? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why did you even go into the bedroom? No, you were lonely and you saw her happy with a good career. She let you in her home and you became just evil, the person that you are. But see, I already saw the drama from afar. Another reason, women aren't just going to be sitting up here just because, okay, we're all women, let's get together. No, no, no. They say sneaky link. A sneaky link can also be another woman that's hating on you. It's too much jealousy. Oh, it's too much jealousy. Women, they'll be sizing up other women. The one that needs some help, she'll be sizing up other women. And it's like the person could be kind of trying to help the idiot out, and she'll be sitting up here. Oh, she thinks she's better than me, and she got a better star, or she thinks she's better than me. No, you must think that she's better than you because you keep doing something stupid. In most cases, a man got them in a situation that they're in. Fatherless homes. In most cases, a man has them in a situation that they're in. But yet still, you know what? He'll create a fatherless home, and guess what? Man, they'll be 10 toes down for that man. Don't you talk about my man. They'll be 10 toes. And it's like, well, the woman is trying to help you. Why are you dogging her out? Another reason why women are checking for women like that, you can't. The ones that I've seen try to help, it's like, wow, just stand back and watch. It's like, wow. So if it wasn't for her, you would have been sleeping in your car. Your sleep number will be either the passenger seat or the driver's seat or the back seat. That's your sleep number. Look what happened. A big fallout. So this new revelation, the conversation that we're having about the economy, what's going on, and women are going to have to support women. Are you kidding me? It's too much jealousy. And in certain communities, you know who it is. Well, I'm sure you probably have a good idea. Whatever the normal jealousy is, you can do that times 10. We talk about the men. Again, I think people in general, most of them are not good people. That's my assessment. But let's get to the ladies. Are most of the women good people? Do we love to see another woman's downfall? Pretending to be there for and thinking, ooh, you love to see that drama because guess what? It's making you feel a little better about yourself. Making you feel a little bit better about yourself. You living in here, she lost that good paying job because you're like, ooh, I bet she gonna lose that Porsche. Ooh, I bet, look, now let's see she's gonna be going off to some wine tasting. Yeah, at the liquor store, ha, ha, ha. We love to see another woman's downfall. And especially when it comes to a man. I've seen this right here takes the cake. I've seen two ladies, they were working and it didn't work out, on the job, layoffs, and they got uh, um, laid off. Same company. I was like, man, they were doing pretty well too. One of them, no, of course you're like, what? Shocked, freaked out. But one of the girls, she was like, well, what we're going to go ahead and do, let's just both start. We hear about a job. Listen, let's just both try to both apply for it. And if I hear about some things, I'll tell you and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like networking, because they were seen to be really, really close. There was a fallout and I heard about it and I was like, well, what happened? Because they were very close on the job at work. I don't want to, what happened? One of them had a live-in boyfriend and he had a good job and he was a provider. He wasn't a dusty. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. Just take some time off. You find something. And he was handling all the bills. He was handling all the bills. I remember her saying that. So all of a sudden, what's going on? Now we got a difference of agreement. What happened was somebody had asked her what's going on. She was like, well, I'm doing okay. I'm not working, but he's here and he's paying the bill. So, I'm still looking, but I'm not really worried about it because he's holding it down. Well, what do you think happened? The awesome duo, if you find a job, you let me know about it and vice versa, so we can both get a chance. All of a sudden, the one that's looking vehemently for a job because she need one like yesterday, and I understand that. Guess what happened? Any job leads, basically she stopped communicating with the girl. But you guys were cool on the job. That's the last time you all talked? Oh, I heard about that. And that's all it took. Again, I think most people in general are not good people. But what do you think? Are most women to other women, are they really good people? I hate to tell you, I think most are because they're constantly comparing who's got the bigger house, who's got the bigger diamond. And oh my gosh, don't let that happen. Don't let one chick have a bigger diamond ring than the one that wants to be the superstar. She's got knocked off her throne. I've seen that. Somebody got a bigger diamond ring. Next thing you know, here comes some mess. So, the mess only started when we had that little gathering, and I recall her staring at the ring. I recall her just staring at the ring like she was in a daze. And I said, if you notice from then on, she started trying to single that person out. But it wasn't until I saw her with my own eyes. You have to hold in somebody's hand. They got a hell of a rock. It's bigger than yours. Then you want to start making pot shots at a person at a party. Are you really serious? You want to make pot shots at a person? You weren't doing it before. That ring. She might have thought she was a queen of rings, but somebody else got you beat. Not happy for her. I said, I noticed that it started right after the ooh and ah of the ring. Somebody's man got him a bigger rock than yours. Then out the gate, Here comes the drama. Here comes the trauma. Here comes the trouble. Making little pot shots. The girl was dressed nice. Not trying to be funny. Beats those 17.99 jeans you got on. Her outfit was real nice and classy. What was the deal? Again, it only started after the rain. And you say that's a lot of women, but it's not most women. The good thing is women can be very sneaky. They know how to smile and, oh, girl, be stabbing you back the next time around. I remember this girl and our coworkers, we sat right beside each other. And we were pretty good. We were hanging out, having a good old time, you know. And there was one girl, she was a baby mother. She had children. And it's like, when you're single and you don't have children, girl, we're not trying to have everything revolve around you got to call your baby daddy and babysitting and all that. So long story short, she just didn't fit it out, and we were discriminating against. But it's like, listen, we're going for brunch on Saturday. We don't have time. Well, I can't go this Saturday because I got the kids, you know, and everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our thing. So it's different when you have, you know, two single girls, no kids. Then you got somebody here who's a single girl also, but she's got children. And it's like, nobody's going to have to wait till you go. You know, we're going to leave her and go out to dinner. No one's going to go, well, I can't go to the happy. Well, you can go ahead and do that. But it's like, you know, you got a lot going on as a mom, and I respect that. But that's your world. It's not mine. That's your world, not mine. We're going to leave here. We're going out to the happy hour. Then we'll have dinner. Nobody's going to be, I can't do no ride with you because I'm not going over here about no children. I'm not doing it because I don't have to. I'm not a baby mama. And that's, I mean, and that's me. So it's like, we had carefree lives. Okay. Something had happened and we were all sitting around joking and talking. And so a comment that my new partner sitting beside me had made a comment, and I said, "Oh, you know who?" I said, "We all know who that was." I said, "Yeah." I said, "That was hilarious." I said, "Yeah, we all know where that information came from, and it came from a new partner I was hanging with." It wasn't the next day. Get to work. The girl sitting beside me. We're real cool. We're chilling. We're hanging out, going out for drinks. We're having a nice time. The one sitting beside me, all of a sudden, the air became really chill, became really cool. It's like, oh, what's going on? Everything okay? And I knew what it was. I knew what it was. So what had happened was, I made the comment, oh, we all knew where that came from. And she tried to make it seem like I was talking bad about her. It's like, what? I said, yeah, this was said. And I said, we all knew where that was coming from. I said, and I knew, like I said, another bone carrier had brought it to me. I said, that's what you said, and we all laughed. So what's the deal? By the time she got to it, it was a little bit more added to it. And it came from the angry baby mama. Like I said, that right there, that's your schedule. We're not going to sit around here, let me go see about my kid. Girl, you go do that. We are gone, girl. We at the happy hour. Your life revolves around you and your baby daddy's schedule. That's you, boo, not me. I knew then what it was. We talked about that. I'm like, that's it. And went on. But it was an idea. See, a lot of women are messy too. That's why a lot of people don't want a whole lot of friends. A lot of people don't want a whole lot of friends. And I hate to say it, very few, but a lot of times the ones you try to help, they try to get over on you. So what do you think? Again, this is not, I haven't met a woman in the universe, no, but I can go by experience and by what I see. What I see. I've seen women, oh my goodness, I'm so excited and I'm going to go for this on my job. They got this position that's open up. Really? Oh, I'm going to go. And she told her friend, and then her friend applied for the job and got it. And the friend didn't even know about the job till somebody told. Oh, you told her. And so she went ahead and applied for it, and you never should have told her. But that's your friend. You never should have told her. Or they went and told somebody outside. Or you might need a job. Again, women like to one up other women. You might need a job, and they'll know all about a job opening at their company and won't say a darn thing. Oh, I thought everybody was friends. I thought everybody was cool. What's going on with that? You didn't tell. Why didn't you tell the person about it? Oh, I was going to. There was a woman I worked with. Man, she needed a job like really bad. I worked with her prior and had went to a different department. Her department was downsizing. So as a manager, she was like, it's like, hey, your job is going to be up in like 2 weeks. And, she had a whole lot going on. Her man couldn't really help her. Had a teenage son. I'm trying to get him a car. And her car broke down. And it was like all the bills was coming left and right. And it was just really, really, really bad for her. She was stressed out. One of the same ones the one person that she got a job. Oh yeah, she had gotten a woman a job from temp to permanent. And this woman here, her husband had lost his job. He was chronically unemployed. So this woman here, that she got the job for, that woman was the sole provider, and their house note was behind. I mean, listen, their house note was behind, and so was the car. It was really that bad. And so she went and got another woman a job, the one that was a manager. So now fast forward, company making some changes. They had gotten into some kind of financial problem, and they're like, yeah, we're going to have to downsize. So the one that's a manager, they got the other woman a job who needed one like yesterday, like desperately. Like this one was so down, she was coming to work and didn't have money for lunch money. So it's like she needed this job. It was like major. So the one that was the manager had got the other woman a job, and they were sitting. We all seemed to get along real well. When the manager, it was her term, and she was going to go ahead and get laid off. Check this out. The same person that she got a job for, later on, her husband found a job, and there was somebody at a company at her church, and they were hiring for for clerical administrative assistants, those kind of job openings. What you think she did? She said absolutely nothing until the woman that got her the job, the manager, until that person was fired and let go. She said absolutely nothing. Me and the manager stayed in touch. I don't want to mention it because it was just, I don't want to get into it. But she was so friendly, and somehow it got out. And then she contacted me, and she was crying, and she was like, "You gotta be kidding." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, we kind of share the same area, so yeah, I do. I did kind of hear about it. I just did not want to because you guys seem close. I'm not as close as you guys were, so I wasn't. Why would I want to get on the phone and say, oh, by the way, did you know, Val, that this happened?" I didn't want to go there, and I just did it because it was no benefit to it. It was no benefit. It was just bringing an unpleasant situation. But yeah, didn't say a word. The chick started crying. What about you? Wash my back, I wash yours. So we always talk about the men, but also women. Women are women. Are we really good to each other? Are we really good people? Some of us are, but there's a whole lot of sneaks and a whole lot of deceit within women. And you have to watch your back. So this day and age, just women get with women and just find a whole bunch of women and get together. Whoa, say what now? I'm going to have to pass on that because you got to be very careful even in your personal spaces. They'll try to find something to hurt you. And that is why, even if you don't experience yourself, you can just see it so much. You can just see it so much that you have to watch your back. You have to. So in this economy, just, oh, she's a woman, let's go ahead and take her in. Oh, I don't know about that. I've seen it go down bad too many times. Oh, we gotta be there for each other. People say a lot of things, but because they say something, that's not necessarily what they mean. People say a whole lot of things. Men tell me, baby, I love you. It's gonna be okay. I promise you. No, 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 no. I'm down for you, baby. You've held me down. I'm gonna hold you down. Oh, baby, please have my baby. Have my baby. I love you so much. I'm not gonna have you stuck out there. Okay. I promise you, I'm gonna start working some overtime. I'm gonna get you the ring you deserve. Okay. And then she looks up. The stomach is showing and showing and showing. Are we gonna go ring shopping? Showing and showing and showing. Are we gonna go ring shopping? Showing and showing and showing. Are you gonna get me a ring like you said? Showing and showing and showing. You might get you a quiet ring. When we gonna get married? It's showing and showing and showing, and the baby is down here. When we gonna get married? Oh, I'm gonna marry you, girl. I'm gonna marry you. Okay, so what's up with it? That baby is 6 months old. That child 3 years old. He's 5. He's in 8th grade. People say a lot of things. Keep you on a string. People say a lot of things, but what they say is not always what they mean. So in this day and age, yeah, you look at it, women in competition. Like I said, I've seen women be real good friends and everybody was a baby mother and then one girl got engaged and oh my goodness, no more friendship. Huh? But they were all cool together. No more friendship. Why? Somebody got a ring. Uh-oh. And down the friendship goes. So my stance, we're having a conversation. Women aren't checking for each other like that. No, you can't. Because when you get in the thick of things, I even learned after a while, some things at happy hour, if you see a guy, is a girl checking for a guy, and he checks for you instead, I can assure you, you're going to have a problem. And you don't have to be interested. It could be one of the chicks checking for him, and then he comes and checks for you. I was in the store today, and I said, I'm just going to stop in here like to look and browse. I wasn't going to need to buy anything. I just want to come look and see. And there was a young black man. He held the door open for me. I said, oh, thank you, sir. And he said, oh, my pleasure. You just look so beautiful. Thank you. And a nice compliment. I appreciate it. And he was just being a gentleman. Before I even really got to the door, he was coming out, but he was already on it, just being a kind gentleman. And I smiled, said what I said, thank you, sir. He gave me a compliment. I looked behind me. I don't know if he didn't hold it because I just went on in the store. I felt some eyes on him and I looked behind me. Here's Bon Quifa looking at me in the back of my head. Is there something in my hair, girl? Looking at me in the back of my head. And she didn't give me a friendly look. And I'm like, I don't know the lady. Maybe. I'm like, is she still looking? I turn around looking at me. It's like our eyes locked. And I thought about it. Don't tell me. Did he open up the door for you too and maybe didn't give a compliment? I don't even know you. I turn around and look. She's there. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. I don't even know this lady. Okay, her eyes dead locked on me. So, but me, I know how to see a foolish person and I see negative energy and I go on. And I thought about it. She might really feel some kind of way just over a compliment. Just a man being nice. I don't have a special outfit on. I look decent, I think, put a little face on. I felt the eyes in the back of my head and she was right behind me. And it occurred to me, lady, I said, she giving me a look. I mean, our eyes locked. I looked at her. And then when I saw, she'll do the stare thing, man, are you kidding? I didn't have time for that nonsense. I look at her and I don't know her and I can read to look. I just go on my way and do what I'm doing, browsing and looking around, see if anything I find interesting. Women always sizing each other up. I've complimented women in the store. I've seen a sister, just joking. You kind of get a feel for people. I'm like, ooh, Why you gotta come to the store all glammed up? You must live in your beauty pageant or something, or you must be a model. But I see you got a serious like the rest of us, and she just start laughing. You know, that's me. I have a funny personality. But for every helpful person, there's always going to be a hater. Again, what are we teaching our daughters? Some of these mothers are very mean, and they don't want their daughters to have a better life. What are we teaching our daughters? Are we protecting them? How do we treat each other in corporate America? Don't let somebody get a ring. Don't let somebody get a new car or a promotion. You might find out real quick. Not the men, other women. So yeah, as I said before, we were talking about it. In the economy, what women are going to have to do. If you think all women is going to be like, we got to always be there for each other, you better think again. No, because sad but true. A lot of women like to hurt other women, and it's just not worth it. And you got to proceed with caution. So are we like all good people? Are most of us like good people? I try to be. But let's not get it twisted. A woman like this picture here, they'll see you headed down they will see you headed down for a bad fall and won't say a darn thing. They could have some advice that could be helpful to you. Like I said, the one about the job, and won't. But she got you one when you needed a job. Won't say a darn thing. They'll be like this girl in this picture, hand over mouth, even though it's a skeleton, and they'll be looking right at you, knowing it's about to go down bad, waiting, hoping to see it. It's a lot of that. Are there some good women? Of course there are. There's you and there's me. Come on. But overall, we can't fall for this. Oh, well, we got to all stick together. No, because you might find yourself the only one sticking together. A lot of people are users. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Are the majority, all women were just, good people, rooting for each other, my sisters? Is it the majority of women that feel that way, or a minority? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening to this long with unexpected video. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.